Nearly 1 billion people worldwide are currently living with undiagnosed sleep apnea, while millions more struggle through chronic deprivation. We are in the middle of a global exhaustion crisis. Modern society treats rest like an electrical circuit. We power through high-stress activity and simply force the system off with a mechanical switch. Alcohol is often used to trigger that shutdown, but it destroys the quality of the rest. Specifically, it halts the glymphatic system, the brain's natural plumbing that flushes out the toxic proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease. Melatonin gummies have become a common fallback, yet they're frequently misunderstood. Melatonin is a potent hormone that regulates the entire system, and its usage can interfere with everything from blood pressure medication to antidepressants. The consequences of treating these hormones like candy are visible in poison control data. We have seen a 600% spike in pediatric melatonin overdoses as these supplements have flooded the market. Our chronic exhaustion stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of the biological machinery operating inside our own heads. Unconsciousness operates as a highly mechanical process driven by specific internal chemistry. Two distinct chemical gears must lock together for us to rest. The first is sleep drive, which functions like a chemical hunger for sleep. The second is sleep rhythm, our internal biological clock. Regaining control of your energy requires learning how to lubricate these specific gears rather than trying to jam them into place with chemicals. Sleep drive is fueled by the continuous buildup of a molecule called adenosine. From the moment you wake up, your cells produce this chemical as they consume energy. The primary purpose of falling asleep is to clear these molecules out of your brain's receptors. When the adenosine pressure drops, the feeling of fatigue vanishes. You can hack this process using a protocol called the Napa Latte. You drink a cup of black coffee as quickly as possible and immediately lie down for a 25-minute nap. Caffeine and adenosine are nearly identical chemically, competing for the same space. Napping clears your receptors, allowing incoming caffeine to dock perfectly. Once caffeine occupies these sites, it physically blocks new fatigue signals from entering the brain. Effective energy management is about manipulating these receptor sites and their molecular timing, rather than simply increasing your caffeine intake. The second system is your sleep rhythm, which is governed by the PER3 gene in your DNA. This gene dictates your internal circadian clock. This genetic code creates 4 chronotypes: lions, bears, wolves, and dolphins, each wired to reach peak alertness at different hours. These types dictate the precise window your body releases melatonin to induce sleep and cortisol to wake up. The standardized 9-to-5 industrial schedule was designed to accommodate the bears, who make up about half the population. Forcing a late-peaking wolf or an early-peaking lion into this rigid bear schedule creates a biological mismatch that leads to permanent exhaustion. This internal clock is also responsible for the most common sleep failure. Because sleep is a state of profound physical stillness, the brain monitors your heart rate as a gatekeeper. For the gates of unconsciousness to open, the heart rate generally needs to sit at 60 beats per minute or below. Techniques like 4-7-8 breathing function as a mechanical lever to bypass the mind entirely, forcing the heart rate back down to that critical 60-beat threshold. Navigating a 3 a.m. awakening is a technical exercise in heart rate control, rather than a battle of mental willpower. Entering sleep is a massive physiological transition. The brain requires a 60-minute runway to incrementally lower the heart rate and safely land the plane. This protocol has a morning counterpart, delaying your first cup of coffee for at least 90 minutes after you wake up. In the first hour of the day, your natural cortisol is working to clear sleep inertia. Adding caffeine too early creates a hormonal collision, leading to a massive afternoon crash. By aligning with your unique genetic clockwork and respecting your body's chemistry, you transform your entire waking experience.